Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Hello there. I'm Dr. Abdul Adamu from Data Analytica. In this video, I want to show you Treynor Ratio. Treynor Ratio is a measure of portfolio performance. Earlier, we have treated the Sharpe Ratio. If you have not watched our video on Sharpe Ratio, you can click on the card up there. So for Treynor Ratio, it is an extension of the Sharpe Ratio. In Sharpe Ratio, we use standard deviation as the denominator in our formula, but Treynor Ratio resolve the first limitation of the Sharpe Ratio by substituting beta as a measure of systematic risk for the total risk. In Sharpe Ratio, we use the standard deviation of the portfolio as a measure, as a denominator, but in Sharpe Ratio, we are replacing it with beta. That is why it is an extension of the Sharpe Ratio. Like Sharpe Ratio, Treynor Ratio allow for ranking of the portfolio. Mere looking at the value of Treynor Ratio, you cannot say this portfolio is performing good or bad, but you can use them to rank two or more portfolio to know which is performing better than the other. We can calculate Sharpe Ratio by replacing the standard deviation of the portfolio by the systematic risk, which is measured by beta in our formula on Sharpe Ratio. So to give meaningful results, both the numerator and the denominator must be positive. So if the numerator is negative or the denominator is negative, it won't give us a good result. So let's take an example and see how we can compute our Treynor ratio. So if we take the last quiz which we adapted from CFA curriculum, so we want to compute the Treynor ratio using those same value. This is the question. We want to compute the Treynor ratio. So all we do is we have our beta here. For the market, we should know that the beta of the market is equals to 1. So we are going to use 1 there. So if we take our formula, for the first one, the return of the portfolio is 10% minus the risk-free rate, which is 3%, divided by the beta of x, which is 1.1. So if we divide it, we have 0.064 as the Treynor ratio. For manager Y, the Treynor ratio is 11% here minus the risk-free rate divided by 0.7, which is the beta of that portfolio. Then for Z, 12%, which is the average return minus the risk-free rate divided by 0.6, we have 0.150. For the market portfolio, 9% minus 3%, 9% minus 3% divided. For market portfolio, the beta is always equals to 1. Now we have 0.060. So like I said earlier, we can use this to rank the portfolio like the Sharpe ratio. If you look at the value, you see that portfolio Z has a higher value, followed by portfolio Y, then followed by X, then the market portfolio. So the ranking will be Z, Y, X, and M. So the manager can be ranked as Z, Y, X, and M. So we can use our Excel to solve this easily. If we go to our Excel, this is the formula for Treynor ratio and those are the values. So you can see the market portfolio has a beta of 1, risk-free rate has a beta of 0. So this is equals to, bracket open, our return here is 10% minus the risk-free rate is 3%. We are going to lock it since we apply it for all. Close the bracket, divided by the beta. So the beta is on E5. Since I cannot click it there, so enter, that is the value. So we'll just send it down. copy it down. So those are the value. We cannot compute for this because this a beta of 0 will make our value undefined. Let me copy it down, we'll see. So it's undefined. So we cannot compute for that. So this is the value. So this is how we compute Treynor ratio. If you enjoy our video, you can consider subscribing to our YouTube channel at Data Analytica. We have a whole lot of videos there. Thank you for listening.